Namaskar, I am Dr. Neha Dev. Today we'll learn something about case study. A case study is used in different fields. It is very much important in psychology, sociology, in guidance and counseling, and in the management field also. Every researcher should remember that in a case study, both the approaches of research can be used. Today we'll learn a case study and its different aspects. For example, definition, purpose, scope, steps, types, advantages, limitations, and the precautions one has to take while conducting a case study. First of all, the definition. The first definition is given by Gay L.R. Case study is the in-depth investigation of one unit, for example, individual, a group, an institution, an organization, a program, or document. So, again, a researcher should know here that case study can be conducted for a group of persons. Best and Kahn says the case study is a way of organizing social data for the purpose of viewing social reality. A case study examines the social unit as a whole. Unit may be a person, a family, a social group, a social institution, or a community. So, a case study can be conducted for one person or a group of persons. The case study probes deeply and analyzes interactions between the factors that explains the present status. Now, what is the purpose of a case study? A case study always understand life cycle or a part of the life cycle. Now, what is the scope of a case study? Using a case study, a researcher can study exceptionally high achievers as well as continuous hard workers. One can study ideal students. One can study students with behavioral problems as well as researcher can study students lagging behind the class. So remember, case study is always carried out for some exceptionally high achievers or low achievers. Generally, a case study for ordinary people is not carried out. These are the steps in a case study. First, a researcher should identify or decide purpose of his case study. Then accordingly he should collect data. The data may be quantitative as well as qualitative. Then the researcher has to interpret the data. The data can be collected from documents, archival records, by direct observations, by taking interviews, or through physical artifacts. For example, when a person wants to carry out case study of an institution, then he can collect documents of that institutions. He can find out archival records. He can visit that particular institution again and again and can conduct observation repeatedly. He can conduct interviews of different persons associated with that particular institution, and as well as he can study physical artifacts. Now, case study may be formal or informal. What are the advantages of a case study? Using a case study, an in-depth study can be done. Researcher becomes sensitive about the problem. Problematic students can be studied. Here, when a researcher undertake a study of juvenile delinquents children, then he becomes sensitive about the problems of that juvenile delinquents. But there are certain limitations of a case study. It is a time consuming endeavor. Ability of the researcher matters a lot. It may become subjective. Now, what are the precautions one has to take while conducting a case study? A case study seems to be very simple, but it is actually not. One should have deep knowledge about that specific field and should select significant variables. We know that qualitative research is always time consuming research. Observation should be adequate and observations should be taken repeatedly. One should be free from subjective biases. Effects may be wrongly attributed to factors that are merely associated rather than cause and effect relationship. Now here are the examples of case study. A case study of juvenile delinquents, a case study of convent schools in Haveli Tehsil, a case study of Vedic schools, a case study of doorstep schools in Pune, a case study of deemed universities in Maharashtra, a case study of secondary schooling, the social structure of Indian slums. That much is about case study. Thank you.